Hi, I'm Bob Pollock from Penn State Extension, and this is Dan Yarnick from Yarnick's Farm and Country Market.
Hi.
And we're out in the field today. We're going to talk a little bit about vegetables and some of the things, how to grow them, and also some of the problems that we might find when we're growing these crops in our gardens. Behind us is a field of zucchini, and they're already starting to get fruit on them. They're as well as flowering to develop new fruit. One of the things we want to show you is that, and it happens with zucchini, is that there are male and female flowers on each plant. So the male flowers will come out and open up first, and then the female flowers will open. So sometimes what happens is those male flowers come out and open up, and then you think you're going to be getting fruit. And then sometimes those will start to develop a little fruit, and they can even be of this size, and then they'll just die. They'll kind of drop off, or they'll start and rot. Well, the male flowers will start to grow a fruit, but then they're not pollinated, so they can't grow anymore, and so those abort. So that's something that you just need to watch for and be aware of. Now, tell us what you've done, Dan, with these, and why I'm holding these in my hand.
Well, we've removed those for some of the reasons that you mentioned, Bob. We removed the fruit so if they do start to rot, that it doesn't continue on into the new fruit. And also that we don't want to market anything that looks like this in our market or to the grocery stores. So it's better to throw it in the field now than pick it and then throw it away later. Plus it drains the plant of energy for the new fruit, so you might as well remove the ugly fruit and wait for some nice fruit to come on. And that's why we removed these, Bob.
Yeah, and so that's something you can do with the first fruits that come on. If they're not, if they're misshapen or crooked or pointy at the end, you can pull those off and let the plant develop some more fruit, and then they'll get better as you go along. Now these are edible. There's nothing wrong with these. So in a home garden you could harvest these nice young tender zucchini, slice them up and put them in a salad.
Awesome.
Yeah, and they'll be wonderful. Hungry. So there's no need to in your home garden throw these away.
That's right. Also, Bob and I want to tell you how to try to maintain some very important facts about the zucchini as it's growing, so that a lot of people have trouble with the zucchini getting so big and wilting and dying, and I'll let Bob start that.
Okay, one of the most common pests is the striped or spotted cucumber beetle, and there, as soon as the plants, the seeds germinate and crack the ground, and there's a plant there, those insects have a way of finding those plants. These plants are doing very well. Now, one of the things you can do, and Dan uses the row cover, is that helps protect the plant and keep those insects away. They do fly.
Until you uncover.
Yes, until you uncover.
Then you're faced with the same problem.
Right. And you have to uncover them so that the pollinators can get in to pollinate.
So you really want to be on guard for the zucchini, the black striped or black spotted zucchini beetle, because they carry a bacteria wilt in their jaws or in their mouth, and they infect your plant. And that's why later on you'll see your nice sunny day, you'll see your zucchini not liking it very well.
And usually during the sunny day, or any day that there's flowers out, if you go and observe your plant and look at it, you'll probably see them flying around. On the leaf surface, they'll start and just do a little feeding on the surface of the leaf and cause a little bit of yellowing and a little bit off color that you'll start to notice that there's something wrong, and then that's when to look further to see the damage. It's not so much the feeding that really does the plant in, is that they feed on broadleafed weeds, pick up the virus, and then when they feed on the zucchini plant, they transmit that virus to the plant, and then it'll decline and die. They can be treated for, and there's a number of different methods that you can use to treat them, from hand picking to using insecticides, and there's various classifications of insecticides that you can use to control them. And keeping those plants healthy with the row cover early on is another technique to reduce pest pressure. Yeah, so on the leaves, to look for spotted or striped cucumber beetle damage, this is typically what it can look like. but you'll just start to get a little yellowing, and there can be some holes as well.
And also you'll see that they like the blossom. A lot of times they will congregate inside the blossom too, so that's another place to look. Because once the blossom closes, they hide in there some. So, and here's a fruit that's coming very nicely. That's really what you want to put on your dinner table.
And the other key is not to let them get too big.
No.
You try to harvest them when they're at what size?
Well, a little bigger than this. They're about 6 inches long when they're at their prime. And we harvest every day. If you leave them on, a few days too long, they get huge.
That's right, they get too big. Then they start to get seeds really start to develop in them, and you can still eat them, but it takes a little more. That's right. That's right.
So you can make use of them. Also, a point I wanted to make out too: cooler weather, the zucchini beetles don't breed as fast. When it gets really hot and humid, they multiply really fast. So it's something you want to watch for.
That's right. Yeah. The plants can go downhill a lot quicker in very warm and sunny weather.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit about cultural practices and pest control on zucchini, and we hope you have a wonderful growing season.